Okay. Hi. Hey. Hey. Who am I talking to? Hey, Taurus. Hey, boo boo. How was that fear of success last month? I remember that because I just need to say some things because people are used a certain way, and I just don't do it that way. I do it the way I do it, and how I do it is very different from how other people do it the way they do it. So, welcome to the Loose Lemire channel. It's a different kind of channel. If you're into it, stick around, subscribe. I'd love to have you. If you're not into it, man, Godspeed, you know? Godspeed. I would recommend that you watch the reading all the way through to the end, just because alternate stories come through, or something that helps you piece things together comes through, or you get hype at something that I say, and then you comment, and then I'm like, but did you watch the whole thing though? And then you're like, I'm finishing it now. And then you're like, oh, okay. Yeah, it resonates. And I'm like, yeah, it did. Because I could feel it when you commented that it was for you. So, in any of my videos, I would say watch till the very end of it. Because things come together. Anyway, I appreciate you. I adore you, Taurus lady. Let's see what's good. What's for your highest good? Like what's coming, and what guidance can we get for you for this month of June 2018? Please help me be a clear vessel for Taurus and their June 2018 guidance and whatever will be happening with them. Thank you. Open me up and you will see all I can be of broken parts. And give me back my broken parts. Just give them back to me, please. Just give me back my pieces. Just give them back to me, please. The song's been stuck in my head for these okay. These past readings that I Jesus Christ. Man. That I've done. Everybody in this. Yeah, everybody. What's going on here? Everybody's the same card. I did the Taurus, you get the story. I've done 6 readings in one go. Took a couple days off. And then I'm doing 6 other readings. And those 6 readings, fucking, I love this. Those readings had, this is the same. Alright, those readings had, the first 6 readings had a theme. Everybody was making a choice. And there was that soul stuff. This week, these 6 that I'm doing, the same cards have popped up each time. You have details. You have coming to life, but funny enough, the same cards could pop up every time, but they tell a different story. But then the message is very interesting. And then you have talisman, which I do believe this is your main message. You might need to ask somebody if you don't think that you're wise enough to do whatever it is that you're about to do, the path that you're about to take. Um, I feel like you might need to get some help. And then these two came up like this, so you're doubtful. And someone might be someone in your home, someone who you trust, someone that's close to you, might be um, inspiring doubt in you about the path that you're taking, and therefore you don't believe that you do have enough wisdom for it. And whether or not that's true, if what they're saying has some truth to it, then go ahead and ask someone for help. Ask for resources. Go out there and see where you can find the help. But you do have some wisdom. Like, you are capable of this thing to a point. This that kind of story is flanked by details, and coming to life. I didn't show you the cards, did I? Goblins and home are opposing, but they're in the same energy. I can. Yeah, your home is destabilized more so than together. So I do feel like this is happening in the same area. I mean, this looks like they're made for each other. The coloring. And then, yes, this is the same. Lots of green here. And then details in the upright. Talisman in the protection. And coming to life in the upright. So, look, life is a marathon, not a sprint, right? Sorry, my back hurts. I need to find a new setup for doing these readings because my back is not liking this at all. Life is a marathon, not a sprint. Things are coming to life, and they will come to life. It's just right now what you're dealing with is some doubt in your own head that is being expressed also outside of you from the people around you or person around you. And that's messing up your home, and that's messing up your ability to your ability to move forward, and your trust in yourself from the experiences that you've had in the past that actually help equip you for this journey, this current area that you're in. Also, your heart might be a little bit blocked. You might be afraid to want. You might be afraid to wish. You might be feeling that, yeah, there's something going on in your heart. Oh shit. Anyway, yeah, there just feels like maybe you're not allowing yourself to want. You're not allowing yourself to desire because you're afraid that you may not be prepared for what your heart is desiring. Why are you here? I know you're here for a reason. I just don't know why you're here. This feels like something that's in the home. Maybe you've done research, or feel like you need to do research. Again, I am feeling that there is some sort of helping hand. I do want to say that at the end of all things, sometime this month, things will be coming together. Things will be coming to life. It's just in between that, some stuff is going on currently, or predominantly. I do want to say that maybe this is also telling like a snapshot story where it goes, you were doing some research on something, some type of move that you're trying to make. Either you were looking into videos, reading texts, as in like books, reading messages, reading boards, forums online about some sort of venture, maybe dating, like how to text him this, how to text her that, how to whatever. And or maybe like applying for jobs and looking at their credentials. You were gathering information for something, looking at the nitty-gritty because you're that type of person. I'm that type of person. I don't know if you're that type of person, but you were. Something was going on that you were researching, and then you felt unworthy. You felt unqualified. You felt that you're not worth having it, that you might not actually get it, that it's not the right path for you, that it's not for you. That person is not for you. This event is not for you. This corporation is not for you. This move is not for you. This diet is not for you. And you're just kind of like, dang it. Like something isn't for you because of you, right? Not because of it, but because you're lacking in some way. But the advice is things are going to come together. Like, not the advice, but the sort of outcome. If I read this as a past, present, future, this is definitely a present, and this feels like a past. It also feels like an advice to, if you do really feel that you are unprepared, get prepared. Find a way to be prepared so that things can come to life. If I was to just look at these three without this here, this tells a deeper story of what's going on in your psyche, what's going on in your home, being like your brain, your heart, your head, your being. I'm not sure if you checked out the weekend reading. Yes, it's 2 hours long, but you know it was good. I liked it. I listened to it and I recorded it. I just thought it was good. It was good. It goes into mind, body, heart, soul. So I don't know. Just throwing that out there. The weekend reading lasts, I'd like to think, energetically like from the 8th of June to 4 or 5 days out, maybe even a couple of days, 4 or 5 days out of the 10th, but just energy wise, or even a little bit before, because I know some people emailed me saying, anyway, yeah, I do feel like at the end of the day, at the end of all things, things will work out, but I am feeling like some sort of help, is your guidance. Let me read Talisman. Oh. Oh, okay. All right. So, a reverse talisman card warns that you must be aware of the repetitive patterns in your life. Yep. This is a cycle. I don't think I said that. Sometimes the things that feel most familiar carry with them reminders of what you don't want to experience again. Yet here you are, faced with an important choice. You can move forward cautiously, or you can look for another path that will take you in a new direction. Consider this: if you've fallen down a hole a few times, why wouldn't you walk around it this time? If you know where the hole lies, treasure that wisdom. Although the universe is unlimited, every individual path has some limitations. Accepting that not all avenues are available to you at this time is a powerful realization. That said, you don't have to retrace your footsteps either. No matter what, you're on this path to gain greater wisdom regardless of the choice you make. This is a time to ask others who have been here for advice and assistance. Their wisdom will awaken your own. So I'm glad that was coming up, because that came up in an actual card. So good. I'm remembering two cards that came out. I think in the beginning of this, you can rewind, but because I don't remember. But the two cards I'm seeing in my head is the card that comes after Talisman, which is the Compass, and I think that came out in the burst of cards for you, and also the you like my little elephant pen? I love this guy. And also the Wizard of Awareness. I think it came out in reverse. So I feel like whatever situation this is, you need to look at the details of it, get some help, and kind of wear it around you like just observe the situation. Don't be in your heart. Don't be in your feelings about it. Just kind of observe it from a non-you perspective, because yeah, from what I read, it sounds like feels like the decision may not be for you, but it also kind of feels like it could, like, something is coming to life anyway. Let's see what details has for you. It feels like this is what's going on underneath the surface. And that's why she's all topsy-turvy. But in the upright, this says she has the wisdom. She can move forward. She's made her move. She's on this journey. She's got her talisman. She's set. here she's not. And that's where it's like, get some help, blah blah blah. But it also does feel here that there is some doubts, and also doubts maybe brought about by external forces. So it could have been some research that you did, but then also another layer of guidance, just to fill in the gaps, is that you do need to ask for help. Okay. So the details in this position says this is a time to be aware of the fine print in all areas of your life. Look at the details and leave the broad strokes for another time. When this card appears, it's a sign to finesse a project, make small but meaningful gestures, or add a personal touch to your correspondence, which makes sense because when you're like this, you can't boldly move. It's difficult. And this is about small coming to life. I mean, okay, in this position it's not really talking about super super slow, but it is saying like this is going to take some time to unravel. Plus this is, funny enough, this is the Hangman card I've come to realize in her way. A change of perspective is called for, which she needs to be perspected it up. So making small gestures, coming out slow. Be aware that what you need to know lies in the details. If you're entering into an agreement of any kind, pay attention to them before, not after when it's too late. Clarity and transparency are key. You can gain greater understanding by observing the minute body language, offhand remarks, and fleeting facial expressions that reveal the larger picture. So, I mean, if it's in a situation where you are moving towards something and your person in your life is saying, "Oh no, da da da," if you look at it, they might be moving from a place of like, "Oh, I'm afraid you might leave me. I'm afraid that things won't be the same." That they're really not really making a comment about you. It's more so a comment about them in terms of them losing you, maybe. Maybe they're worried about your safety. I don't know. Anyway, take the essence of this reading and let me know in the comments what's going on with you. Taurus, the bull with the horns. You may need to not ole ole. You may need to just take it a little bit by bit, step by step with this one. And just kind of look around and, yeah, the observer, the compass is off for sure, but the observer is saying, and heavily that, just look around, be objective at what's going on. And I feel like that's definitely about this, and also about your path moving forward, but also about the aspect of the external influences that are affecting your psyche and your decision making in this issue or issues. Things will come to life, but obviously coming to life is not like a bam. It's just slowly, I mean, can you imagine being pregnant and as soon as that egg is fertilized, you go straight to a 9-month belly? Ugh, God, the pain, honey. No way. It's gotta take time, and that's what you want. Okay, honey, best of luck. If you would like a private reading, the information for that is in the description box below. If you'd like to like the video, you can. If you'd like to subscribe and you're new, come through. I'd love to have you. You're welcome. Alright, keep your light on. I'm looking for extra information. Nothing else is coming through. Keep your light on. Good luck.